Hello there. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. 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 Right, so there's no game audio in this instance. Right, unplug that. So there's no game audio. Hello, 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 hello. Right. The question is, can I get gaming audio as well as the stream? It feels like I have to make a call. It's one or the other. Turns down a bit. It's like that. Hello? How's that sound? Any good? I feel like it could come down a bit more. Hello, how's this? How's this? Hello, how's this? How's this? I reckon that could come up a bit. Hello, how's this? How's this? Hello, testing again. Hello, testing again. That's alright, I think. That sounds good. That's alright, I think. That sounds good. Hello, everyone. Tom here from the Park Crush podcast. Here with some more Disney Dreamlight Valley. Last time, I thought I'd come up with an ingenious solution to solve the problem that we had in all previous streams, where you, the fine viewers, were not getting any game audio whatsoever. I've now got an even better solution for you, because now, rather than get game audio that is being piped out of my headphones very loudly and into my microphone, you are getting the raw game audio. Unfortunately for me, I can't hear it. It's a bit of a faff, but anyway, give me just a second while the game's loading. I will share this. There we are. Beautiful. Alright, everyone. Well, look at us here. We're in the game. Wonderful. Brilliant scenes. Yeah, I mean, look, if there's anyone in the chat who at some point can chip in with some help and advice as to how I might eventually reach the promised land of game audio that you can hear and I can hear, then please do let me know. But for now, I think this is probably for the best. You can hear the game and I can't hear the game, but I've heard probably enough of the background music that plays in this game, so, you know, I can go without it for the time being. Anyway, last time we played this, which was a full-blown Disney Dreamlight breakfast stream. This is kind of like just, well, I kind of wanted to test this out, see if this is the way to go from now on. So this is kind of a cash stream, if I'm honest. But on the last proper stream, you know, your regularly scheduled sort of Disney Dreamlight breakfast broadcast, we made some progress. We got Wally in here, but then you may remember, if you were there with us, that the game very helpfully crashed just as he moved in, pretty much. Fortunately, I didn't lose very much progress. If there's one thing I can say in this game's favour, is that it's pretty aggressive about auto-saving. So generally, if you run into problems, which you may do, because I think this game is still technically early access, even though you have to pay to get in. So yeah, it is a bit unstable, and maybe that is why it auto-saves so aggressively. Anyway, as you can see, Wally's now moved in. It's, you know, it's not the most daintily placed accommodation, but I really wanted him to be my next door neighbour, so I've just popped him right here for now. And I thought, well, look, we can make this little area here our own little sort of garden. At some point we can maybe work on that, but I'm just happy that he's here. I'm just happy that he's here, because he's just a great guy, isn't he, Wally? I mean, come on. Look, are you even human if you don't like Wally? I'm not convinced. I mean, it's one of the most easy to love films ever made, in my humble and ultimately meaningless opinion. Anyway, I'm doing that thing that everyone does when they first start streaming a video game, which is talk too much and play too little. So let's actually play this video game and get up to speed on what we were doing. So I've got a few quests here on the go. One for Wally, one for Ursula, one for Moana, and one for Elsa. So these top three were active last time we played, and we are pretty close to this Ursula one, actually. In fact, the only problem I had last time was that the purple rising penstemons were not spawning. I need one more of those to make the purple pigment. So let's do a lap of the valley and see if we can find the flower that we need. Oh, In fact, that might be it right there. I'm pretty sure that's it. Hell yeah! What a start. What a start to the stream. This is the... what is this? How long have I been doing these streams for? Not that long, but I feel like this is now Prime Minister number 3 of the Disney Dreamlight Breakfast or Disney Dreamlight Valley era, right? This game, when this game came out and we started streaming it on the Park Crush channel, was Boris Johnson the Prime Minister? I can't remember, to be honest. I don't think Liz Truss was the Prime Minister yet. I don't think... I think Boris Johnson had stood down, but I think he was technically still the Prime Minister, you know. So, I mean, that's just incredible. So this is the first stream of the Rishi Sunak era, which looks a lot like the previous 2 eras, to be honest, so far. A lot of the same people getting the same jobs, which is great. That's exactly what we need. Anyway. Right, okay. So she wants us to craft one of these. Boom. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Progress is being made. Excellent stuff. Okay. Where is Ursula hanging out? Oh, we'll check in a second. There is a... Oh, look! It's like Pandora up in here. Has that always been there, or am I just very unobservant? That's probably always been there, right? Must have been. Are they patching Avatar content when Avatar comes out? It's not long now. Not long to go. Ursula, where you be? Oh, she's in a cave. All right, that's over here somewhere. We put this down there, didn't we? See where this leads us. This takes us. Is she going to betray us? Seems inevitable, right? You know, I'm quite happy to have Moana here and Maui and Wally and all the other guys, but Ursula, I'm not sure about this. You should be able to make like moral decisions like in Mass Effect. I should have just been able to shoot her in the head. Well, I don't have the means to do that, but maybe pickaxe her in the head. You know, like in Mass Effect where it comes up with that, like, where you can interrupt conversations and just make an instant judgment call. Which in Mass Effect normally means shoot that guy. And in this it should have been put your pickaxe in Ursula's head. Well, that wasn't so bad. Haven't signed up to any questionable bargains yet. Still got my voice, I think. And
hello, dear.
You know, I can have a conversation with her now. Look at this. We're best mates. What sort of magical potion do you think would be in most demand? For me personally, I'd love a beauty potion, I've got to say. I'm fed up of looking like Harry Kane and Boris Johnson's love child. I would love to move on from this.
Goodbye, dear.
But unfortunately, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Hello, dear.
Have I got anything that you would like? I'll give her a present. Why? Ursula's favourite thing of the day is asparagus. Wow. What does that say about you? I don't know. But I don't have any asparagus. It's not something I tend to carry around, to be honest. Oh, hi, Pastel John. How's it going? What you blogging about today? How was Florida? When did you get back? I haven't spoken since you were last on the podcast, which was just before you were flying out. Right, what should we do next? Oh, Scrooge has a quest. Let's go talk to him. He's probably in the shop, right? Yes, he is. Okay, cool. Let's go up there. Did some podcast work today, everyone. Very exciting. Edited the Efteling Trip Report podcast, which was a lot of fun, actually. And I'll be honest, some podcasts are more fun to edit than others. There are some podcasts you think, oh, God, here we go. You know, it's bad enough talking about this for an hour. Now I have to listen to it for more than an hour because I have to, you know, play it, stop it, cut out an and an R. Play it again, stop it, cut out some more rubbish, play it, stop it, you know. But, you know, I try and bring a bit of the theme park, you know, when we do trip report episodes, I try and bring a bit of the theme park to the podcast. Normally just by fading in a little bit of background music as and when is appropriate, just to bring a bit of the atmosphere of the park to you fine folks who listen. You know, there are dozens of you. Dozens. And so I did some of that today, and well, it was a joy because Efteling has some absolutely brilliant music associated with its rides, but also just wandering around. It's right up there for me in terms of theme park original theme park soundtracks, and they even sell it. Josh, I think, bought it on disc when we were there. And it made me think, Islands of Adventure really should sell their soundtrack again. I know they used to, but I don't know how long it's been since you've been able to buy the Islands of Adventure album. It's something I wish I'd bought back in the day. But, you know, I never did. I'm sure maybe you can get it on eBay. I should probably look into that. Right. But hopefully the podcast is good. Hopefully you enjoy the podcast. And so that'll be out on Monday. And then we move on. We move, as the kids say, to Europa Park or Phantasialand. Not yet decided which one we're going to do next, but both of them are going to be two-parters. Because frankly, Europa Park is so comically large with such an absurd number of rides that I think trying to squeeze it all into one episode would just take way too long. And then Phantasialand, well, there's a lot to say about that one because we stayed on site in one of the park hotels, so we're going to break that up as well into two episodes, and by getting 4 episodes out of those two parks, that's going to take us right up to our next theme park trip, which is Disneyland Paris, which is very exciting. That's going to come around really quickly. Very much looking forward to that.
You're here, finally.
John, you've been back from Orlando for about 2 weeks, going back on Sunday. Blimmin' hell. May as well move out there. Although it probably costs many, many dollars.
Yes. Oh. Why are you still here? Shoot!
I think the exchange rate at the moment is, I think many, many dollars equals an obscene number of pounds. Is that right? We're getting there. I didn't look at the pound today. I don't know if it did well off the back of what Rishi Sunak had to say, or as Joe Biden called him, what was it? Was it Rashid Sunak he called him or something? Rashid Sunak. Hey, when your only gig is blogging right now, got to take gigs when you get... Oh, that is very true. Yes. Very true. Well, I hope the job search comes up trumps before too long. Although, well, you know, it's never good to be working paycheck to paycheck, is it? But I suppose there are more mundane ways in which to work paycheck to paycheck than by getting sent out to theme parks. It could be worse. For whatever comfort that is. God's sake, Tom, pay attention. What are we doing? Red and white hydrangea. I'm not a gardener, alright? We've got too much stuff here. Purple candy, a sweet sugar confectionery to brighten your day. I'll have a candy. Is this a hydrangea? Who knows? Does that look like a hydrangea to anyone? Where's it gone? Yes, it is. Bang. Got it in one. Maybe I am a gardener. I mean, you've got to have something about you to be so good at plant identification, right? I mean, I've got it in one. Unbelievable. So you're going on Sunday, John, so that means, I guess, that you're going to be there for actual Halloween. What is the what's the objective of this particular trip? Have you got a sort of remit from your employers, your contractors, in terms of what you're going there for specifically?
Oh, here you are.
I think she's patronising me. A good little minnow. I reckon she's up to something. I don't trust her.
Goodbye, dear.
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here. I'm ferrying... I'm soliciting a deal between an evil witch and an evil capitalist. How's the audio balance, by the way? Can you hear me well over the game while still being able to hear the game? Is that's the plan anyway. That's what I'm aiming for us, the game and myself, to be audible. Ba 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 ba. You're not Scrooge. Bloody hell, I'm going mad. It's an absolute brain freeze for a second there. Okay.
Hello. Oh.
Oh, there we go. I'm setting up Scrooge for a fight with Ursula. Whoever wins, we lose. Let them fight. Who'd win in a fight between Scrooge McDuck and Ursula? Can we do a live poll? Is that possible on YouTube? I don't know if it is. I think you can on Twitch. Maybe I should get on Twitch, because this is the kind of content that, you know, drives subscribers, I'm sure. Hot polls like who would win in a fight between Scrooge McDuck and Ursula from The Little Mermaid. I'm a little loud compared to the game. Oh. I've dialed myself down a little bit there. Next Orlando trip, focus on table service dining and a few media invites to restaurants and Thanksgiving food. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good.
You're here, finally.
I was curious what the Disneyland Paris Christmas food is like. I thought the sort of general standard of Disneyland Paris food when we were there 4 years ago at this point was more than 4 years was okay. Like it was decent. Well, nowhere near as much variety of food as Disney World, of course, but the standard was okay. You know, it was edible, I would say. I didn't die. Alright, I think we should turf her out, Scrooge. Let's get rid of her. Look, I've got a perfect shot. Just let me at it. What an objective that is. Listen to Scrooge McDuck as he confronts Ursula about her business methods. It's one of the best video game objectives I've ever seen in my life. Not dying is a low standard. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yo, Scrooge, what up?
Greetings, neighbour. Oh, this will sell like hotcakes. Good day to you.
I've asked this question of Scrooge. There doesn't seem to be much variety in terms of the daily conversations you can have with the characters. I've had that conversation with Scrooge about 1 billion times. Oh, what was your success story?
Neighbour.
Have I got anything that you want? Nope, doesn't look like it. See you later.
Thank you kindly.
Goodbye. Excuse-moi. Right. Huh, okay. So there's some characters we need to get in here to progress some of these quests a little bit more. In terms of Moana, she wants fibre. Elsa wants iron ingots, and Wally wants a load of stuff. You're very demanding people. Well, I don't know where to get seaweed. That was one of the things we tried to do on the last stream, because I think we worked out that to make fibre, so far as this game is concerned, you need seaweed. And I didn't get any. Tried fishing some up, no luck. Tried looking around the beach, no luck. I mean, sod's law, I'll get one in. Well, I think actually I'm a bit low on inventory space. I might need to sell some of my wares to old Goofy here.
Good to see you.
I mean, we won't play for long, guys, because I say guys, I think there are 2 people in here and only one of you's talking. But yeah, I mean, the primary purpose of this was just to test the audio situation, really. And now we know that I've finally got game audio on the stream, which is great. The next step is, can I also get game audio at the same time? Seems like it's only one or the other. I mean, it might be a Switch issue. I did try and sort of read up on it a little bit, and I mean I didn't get into enough detail to know for sure, but it sounded like maybe it was a sort of Switch issue. The Switch struggled with the concept of like outputting audio to two different places, which I suppose is effectively what it needs to do, because it needs to output it to the capture and also to me. I might be talking nonsense. It's all a bit above my non-existent pay grade, to be honest. But that might be the problem. But I don't know. Other people stream Switch games, right? So there must be a solution. I just don't know what it is. But I've tried, different things. I've plugged headphones into the Switch. That doesn't solve the problem. I've done wireless headphones to the Switch. That doesn't solve the problem. I've tried plugging headphones straight into the monitor. That doesn't seem to do anything. So I just don't really know. I don't know. I saw Twitter was running amok earlier with some rumours about Universal Hollywood, which seem like they've already been debunked as nonsense. I think they were about the Simpsons, getting rid of the Simpsons. Apparently, that's not true. Right, let's just talk to everyone we haven't talked to yet, to our daily conversations. And, are you getting tired? I am, actually. It's getting a bit late here. I got up early. I was out and about today, meeting people. I don't really like socialising, and now I'm exhausted. I like to socialise from a distance, via a microphone on the internet. I mean, even being on webcam, to be honest, I don't love it. But, it's the done thing on streams, isn't it? No one watches them otherwise. I mean, no one watches this one, barely. Maybe people would watch it more if my face wasn't on it. Right, we can talk to Maui. He's in here, I think. One thing I forgot to do last time we played this, Scrooge was selling quite a nice bed bookshelf combo. And I don't think I quite had enough money. He's probably not selling it anymore.
Hello. You're welcome.
Squid, cucumber, apple pie. I don't have any of that, but you can have a fugu if you want. There you go. That did nothing, did it? See you later.
Okay, see ya.
That's quite cool. 20 grand?
Dear.
Leave it now.
Bye-bye now.
Oh. No. The bed and the bookshelf are gone. We'll have to wait. Who knows when it'll be back in stock.
Some time.
I'm late to the rumours. Several fledgling sites are playing the clickbait based on random Reddit posts. Well, isn't that the way of things? Isn't that the way? Yeah, I've been a bit out of the theme park news loop recently because obviously the podcast has been focusing on trip reports. And we've kind of put In the Loop, our weekly theme park news show here on the YouTube channel, on hiatus because frankly, we're all too busy. I say all. There are two of us. The two of us are too busy to do essentially 2 podcasts a week. It's too much. It was getting too much. Too much work. Too much time. Maybe it will come back at some point. But not right now. But the consequences, yeah, I've not really been staying across the theme park news sphere recently. Last couple of weeks, I haven't really looked.
Well, hello.
How old are you?
Well, run along now.
How old are you? Answers in riddles. Anything here you want? Oh, damn it. I could have given him candy, but I ate it. Isn't that just typical of me?
Better myself.
I mean, I guess it would make sense for them to get rid of The Simpsons eventually, right? But, I mean, I don't think they'd be in the market to kind of make unnecessary work for themselves right now, given, I guess in Florida, it's all hands on deck for Epic Universe, right? And then in Hollywood, I suppose there are these, the more substantiated rumours, because they've been reported by people who actually know what they're talking about, are like, you know, the Fast and the Furious roller coaster. That sounds like a thing, and the idea of having to replace The Simpsons, yeah, as I say, just seems like
Have you seen my pal, Donald?
giving themselves work that they don't actually have to do right now. But I suppose at some point they're going to have to decide if they're going to renew the deal, right? And then if they don't want to, they're going to have to start thinking about it at least a little bit in advance, putting things in place so that it's not just kind of dead space for too long. Aha! Candy. Right, let's go give that to the wizard. Maybe in 2028, depending on the contract renewal for The Simpsons. All right, yeah. 2028. Is that a real year? Will we still be around by then? Will Park Rush still exist by then?
Well, hello.
If we are still around. Clear, you know. If we're not still around, there'll be no Park Rush. Exclusive for you there. I can confirm that if humanity comes to an end,
Ah!
Park Rush will also finish. There will be no post-apocalypse Park Rush. Imagine though if there was. Maybe there could be. I guess, you know, we'd need one of us to survive, but could do like a Fallout 3 style Wasteland radio where we're just talking about the state of theme parks. So we're living in a nuclear wasteland. But, I mean, is Epic Universe still going to happen? I mean, they really need to. You know, Tron. They never finished Tron. How do we get Donald to move in? That's what I want to know. This is clearly Donald's house, but I haven't had any luck working out when he might show, you know? I guess I need to progress through some more quests. So there's a Halloween event going on, which replaced the Pixar event, which the game launched with. Or I could get some moonstone. Or I could get a motif. Or I could get some cat ears. Just get some moonstone, I guess. I think you only use moonstone to unlock these event passes, which just gives you the right to unlock more stuff. I haven't really seen the appeal of it yet, to be honest. Nothing in those passes has screamed, "Oh, I simply must have some of that." I don't think we talked to Goofy today, other than at his shop, right?
Hi there, pal.
Check in with old Goof.
Whoa!
Stop taking advice from Scrooge McDuck. It's not worth it.
See you later.
A Pripyat theme podcast. Yeah. What a grim thought. And on that note, perhaps it's time to leave and go to bed. It's getting late here, as I say. Yeah, I think so far as streaming this game goes, I'm running out of steam. No, I think I need to make more progress off air, really, because we've kind of hit a bit of a wall with some of these quests. Some of the objectives are pretty mundane. They don't make for great streaming content. But look, I'm just glad that you guys were able to hear the audio this time. You know, we're making progress. As I say, next step is we can all hear the audio. So maybe one day that will happen, and we can all enjoy Disney Dreamlight Valley to its fullest. Look at all these Switch games I have. How's this? Before we go, how's this for a Switch game collection? Is this pretty good? Have I got good taste? Is this solid? So Among Us, of course. Animal Crossing, of course. Not really played that since 2020, to be honest. Bayonetta in the news a lot at the moment. Bayonetta 3 is out. I bought Bayonetta ages ago, kind of thinking maybe I would play through 1 and 2 before 3, but I haven't done that. I've got all the Bioshocks. They were going super cheap on the store at one point, and I've played them all before, and I thought, oh, I'd love to replay those, and maybe I could play them on like an aeroplane or something. And it hasn't happened. Fortnite, a 5-year-old FIFA, Fall Guys, of course, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, Disney Dreamlight Valley, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Golf Story, great game. Great game, bad game. Not played that yet. Playing that at the moment, actually. Seems very good so far. Luigi's Mansion 3. Haven't played that. Haven't played that for a long time. That's a great game. Great game. Sequel's out now. Great game. I really like this game as well. Seems like it's been forgotten about, but Nintendo Switch Sports is solid stuff. Ollie Ollie World, great game. Overcooked, great game. Pac-Man 99, my least favourite of the 99 games, I would say. Pokemon Quest, I spent more time than that game deserved playing that game. Pokemon Shield is... oh god, I can't even remember what one that is. Is that the open world one? Don't know. Nightshade Republic. Undisputed Classic. Breath of the Wild. Maybe the best game ever made. Alright, it's time to go. This has nothing to do with theme parks. Thanks everyone. We'll do this again. At some point. Goodbye.